With the speed of urbanization in big cities like Cần Thơ today, the construction density is increasing not only ordinary residential buildings and urban areas, but also high-rise buildings, resorts, and other business points. Therefore, choosing sustainable designs is what residents and investors aim for. In particular, there is an investment in building green architecture with a combination of indigenous elements and green technology.
Along with the layout of the spaces to meet the needs of customers, anyone who enters this coffee shop has a common feeling of the freshness of the space, which is surrounded by dozens of green trees, from ornamental foliage to typical Western fruit trees that can create shade, such as plum mangoes, malabo trees, and so on. Especially the investor also takes advantage of circular factors for water and energy sources for the operation of the shop.
The most important thing I decide for this shop is to solve the issue of creating as many green areas as possible. I also use a rooftop solar power system. The first is to provide electricity, the second is to cool the living space below.
The combination of traditional architecture, preserving identity, and conforming to the natural conditions of the region can be found not only in urban areas and houses, but also in many resorts in Cần Thơ city. The seminar Sustainable Architecture in Vietnam, Indigenous Experiences and Green Technology, organized by the Journal Architecture, Vietnam Architects Association and the Cần Thơ City Architects Association on April 1st, 2023, has recorded many opinions discussing, sharing experiences, and contributing to the creation of a safe, sustainable, friendly, and humane living space for people. According to experts, looking back in time, Vietnamese traditional architecture, particularly rural architecture in villages and communes, is inherently very sustainable and associated with nature.
Indigenous architecture has been passed down through many generations, often modified and perfected, and thus has been used for many generations. And it is indigenous architecture that has always demonstrated its relevance in modern life. It is very desirable that in the near future, Cần Thơ architecture, with the help of the Cần Thơ Architects Association, will contribute to the creation of a Cần Thơ city with an identified and sustainability appropriate for the times.
According to experts, as technology develops and people's living conditions increase, green technologies are also incorporated into construction in an effort to improve the quality of life. At the same time, it requires experts and technology experts to make continuous efforts and do more to be able to maintain, continue, and strengthen traditional identities in the new context.
I do believe that we can contribute to the two things. First one is the energy consumption. The second one is the clean air. So we can provide the clean air through that technology. Those two are contributing the Kanto's people, I believe.
The use of traditional architectural solutions while preserving identity and incorporating green technology appropriate to the natural conditions of each area is critical, since then contributed to creating a safe, sustainable, and friendly living space and further promoting the socio-economic development of the city.